Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
All right, y'all. Shalom, family. Hope you're all doing well. Listen, I was just looking at something before coming on here, and they are saying that if this whole thing goes on to July with the gas situation, that we could be at a critical point in this country. So, in other words, by the time July comes, if this whole thing in the Middle East is not resolved, America's going to be screwed. You know, the first thing that's going to run out completely, well, probably will run out damn near completely, is going to be diesel. And diesel is necessary for farming because, you know, all the tractors, they run by diesel. And also all of trucking. So no inventory will be moving in the country. And I don't see how, even by July, this would be fixed if you got the Strait of Hormuz closing. And you got to think about it. It seems to be closed more than it's open. Every time it opens up, is only open for maybe a day, and then something happens, and then they close it again. I don't think we've seen it open for one whole week. So, y'all just be prepared for anything at this point because the gas situation, it is going to be critical, especially as we start moving towards the summer months. And it's going to limit everybody in what you can do out here. So, we're going to talk about the fire in the Everglades, y'all. A massive fire is going on. And it's hard to believe because the Everglades, it is so wet and lots of water is there. And that place is on fire. All I got to say is when you see a wet place it, go up in flames, anything is possible. So we're going to get into that. I figure somebody came to my damn door. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So, y'all, if you have noticed, like over the last few months, there's been a lot of fires in New Jersey. And I think about a week ago, there was another warehouse fire here in my state. But in this country, it has been a lot of fires in 2026. A lot. And just imagine what it's going to be like by the end of the year. It just seems like everything is going up in flames in the US these days. For real. So let's go ahead and take a look at the fire. Now, they said this fire in the Everglades started Sunday and it's spreading rapidly. All right. Please give me a one if you can see my screen. Thank you. Okay.
America has had a lot of wildfires recently, but I've never seen a wildfire like this in the Everglades. This is crazy. The Everglades are so wet.
Everglades are on fire. Altitude.
In fact, Florida is lit up right now. I knew we had kind of there was like a dry season. I'm in Colorado. I used to live in the Southeast, but like I've never seen this many wildfires. Not that wildfires don't happen in Florida. In fact, Florida is the lightning capital of the United States. More lightning happens there than anywhere else. But something feels off about a fire in the Everglades. I'm not saying that lightning started this wildfire. I just know that there's a lot of valuable real estate down in Florida. I'm not saying anything. Oh, wait, this isn't lightning. Hold on, let me change it. There we go, lightning. But I'm not saying lightning is what caused what happened in Florida. I've been to Maui right after the wildfires. Back in 2023, I went to Maui to help with the emergency services there, and we were giving out food and everything like that. But I remember driving around. This video, I took this just north of Lahaina, and I remember driving on this road, and I remember seeing like certain things were burned and certain things were not. It was very strange, but there was wind and there was electrical stuff going on. I have to be extremely careful with what I say from this point on in the video. So I'll just start off by saying this is for entertainment purposes only. I have no clue if the Everglades, this was started by lightning or what. I'm not saying that there's lasers. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is there's a lot of valuable real estate in Florida. That's it. This is for entertainment purposes only. Have a nice day.
Pictures of this fire. Everglades are on fire. Altitude. Center 1,600 Joe South.
The Florida Everglades is on fire. I mean, first it was Georgia, then I think it was like Nebraska or Montana, California. I mean, at this point, shit, everything is on fire. MAGA is mad about their phones. I don't know why y'all mad. This man grips y'all every 5 minutes and y'all fall for it every 5 minutes. You're not getting that $100 back and you're not getting a phone. Wiggs RS wants to arrest poll workers, y'all. He wants to arrest poll workers. And on top of that, he wants to send his own army of poll workers to every state in the goddamn country. I smell election fraud coming. This will be for Wiggs RS birthday in front of the White House. This is trashy. Elania says he wants to cut Social Security and Medicare because those are entitlements. Both of those come out your taxes. This man doesn't even go here. Are they trying to steal money from Americans? Y'all can just read this shit because this is crazy. So what, surrogacy is human what? And come November, we need to vote like slavery is on the line for going after the 14th Amendment. And I don't think it's just about birthright citizenship. I think it's about Black people too. I'm going to say this, any Black actor, artist, or athlete that has not been speaking about these issues, fuck them and whatever they got going on. Take it how you want to.
A massive fire is burning in the Florida Everglades. The blaze, which is named the Max Road Fire, broke out on Sunday, and the area is really primed for fire as large parts of the state continue to experience severe and extreme levels of drought, much like what we're dealing with here in North Carolina. So firefighters attacked the flames from the ground and the sky. In addition to firefighting efforts, authorities positioned police and fire rescue resources at the ready in communities close to the flames. Meanwhile, emergency officials said there was no imminent threat to the community. However, they did urge locals to monitor conditions in the case that changes. Some residents prepared to make a quick exit if the flames get too close, and others did what little they could to prepare their properties for a worst case scenario.
Incredible image from space. This from NOAA. A wildfire in the Florida Everglades west of Pembroke Pines. The police department there releasing these images of some of the smoke and the flames threatening neighborhoods in the area. The fire burning almost 5,000 acres and just 20% contained.
This wildfire exploding outside Miami, already burning more than 11,000 acres. Firefighters airdropping water over towering plumes of smoke that can be seen for miles.
This is the fire, and this is in the direction of my house.
The blaze fueled by dry grass in Florida's lush Everglades. The flames even visible from outer space. The brush fire broke out Sunday with the wind blowing mostly northwest away from population centers. So far, no injuries have been reported, but the wildfire has threatened some homes, including Roxanne Gill's. She says the fire was blocking the road.
The only way to leave was to take an airboat.
And tonight, authorities urging residents near the smoke to stay indoors.
Even healthy individuals may experience eye irritation, coughing, sore throat.
And you can see off in the distance some smoke. That is where a lot of the firefighters' efforts have been. We've seen multiple fire vehicles rushing in there throughout the afternoon, a helicopter dropping buckets of water over that area as this fire continues making its way, thankfully, away from population centers. And authorities have said that this blaze is 50% contained.
Video shows the flames tumbling through the dry sawgrass as smoke filled the air just west of US 27.
Pretty wicked out here.
The flames quickly pushing closer to homes near Max's fish camp and airboat rides, where Roxanne Gill and her boyfriend were home with their 1-year-old child.
His dad called us telling us there's a fire. He wasn't here at the moment. And we went outside and there's just smoke immediately. Within 10 minutes, got straight to their house.
Video shows the flames burning just feet away from her home.
It's huge. Like it was so much, and there was so much smoke. We could hear it crackling. That's how bad it was.
Roxanne says to make matters worse, there was only one roadway to safety.
We couldn't leave. The fire was blocking the dirt road. There's no leaving. The only way to leave was to take an airboat.
Fire officials responding from both Miami-Dade and Broward, more than a dozen units fighting the flames on the ground while air rescue helicopters dropped water from above. The smoke and flames also drifting towards the Pembroke Pines community, according to police there. Fire crews are stationed along the perimeter of the Holly Lake community, where they will be monitoring conditions.
The picture shows fire. The Everglades are on fire. Altitude. Sending 1,600 just south.
All right. So that's what's been burning since Sunday. So I'm sure there's probably now, when I woke up this morning, I heard it was over 1,000 acres, but it could be way bigger than that now because you know how fast fires will spread. So yeah, it's like in straight lines. It is very unusual, but it is around a lot of water. So I mean, can you imagine a fire around all that water and you can't use that water to put it out? But it is kind of dangerous in the Everglades. That's where your gators and pythons and all that stuff, you know. So it really wouldn't be that safe to go in there, even try to use the water. But it's just like the Most High showing you no matter what the conditions or landscape is, he can put a fire there. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. My final live will be at 3:45, where I'll be talking about Donald Trump made an announcement on Truth Social that he wants to arrest poll workers. I mean, this dude will do anything to win. This is why y'all are not viewed as the smartest people, because if you really truly were smart, you wouldn't have to sabotage anything to win. Only a loser got to sabotage stuff. It tells me even you don't believe in yourself. That's why you have to rig everything up and sabotage it to be in your favor, because naturally it would never be in your favor. And deep down inside, many of you that cheat, you know that. You know that even the people are not in your favor technically. A lot of times they just halfway put up with you because you have the purse strings. But other than that, if they didn't have to deal with you at all, they wouldn't. But the fact that you have to arrest poll workers and then redistrict maps, that says a lot about these folks, y'all. It says it all. So I will see you at 3:45. Have a wonderful afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.